for the team event.
Charlie's Angels
came up against Hungary. Yeah, they've got a good, let's see, ident, we'll call that, the ident. But yeah, against Sugar Bataille, lost 45-44. It was Tyler Peace at 44. She went into the middle, and it was a tight call. They both stopped, but it was Bataille that started the attack again, and that was it. So France lost to Hungary in the semis. The big shock is not even on the board there, because Russia were knocked out early doors.
But Russia's a team of one, really, and then maybe two. Brunei, Balzer opening the doors for NOUTCHA and Clapier. The United States of America, I mean, they'll be buoyant if they've got to a chance of medal at the World Championships. France, on the other hand, very, very disappointed that they're in the bronze medal match. The thing about the French team, though, is they are an amazing unit. They'll come together as they are right here, and they will say, look, a World Championship medal of any colour is amazing. And
Well,
Manon Brunei into this team, she looks like she's bossing it.
Well, they're the reigning world champions. They're not going to be able to defend that title now. Knocked into the bronze medal match. But it's interesting, in Paris, when they lost in the semis, they lost the bronze medal match, and they had both the gold medalist in Manon APITHY Brunei and Sarah Balzer, the silver medalist. So on paper, you've got to say France are the favourites to take bronze, but the USA are on a roll.
Right out of the gate, Balzer just stepping in, eyes open. She's looking to see what her opponent's doing and then responding to it. SABRE is a cutting weapon?
Yeah, and it's a weapon of convention, so if you're new to the sport, you can hit with the blade as well as the tip. And yeah, the weapon of convention, so the referee has to decide who the attacking fencer was in the final action. If it's not your turn to attack, you've got a couple of options. You can either defeat the attack through distance, like that, which makes it your turn to attack from the right. Or you can parry your opponent's blade. It took too long to take up the right of way there.
She's two steps back.
Yeah, you have to. Yeah, you have to get on with it. So if you do beat the attack through distance, you have to then start your attack again.
My bad. I was the one that said it was from the right. Then, but it has been challenged. So I don't think she's going to get it though.
Your other option is to parry your opponent's blade and then hit with a riposte. But again, you have a certain amount of time to do that, and to complete that action. The third option is you can steal a point. You can hit when it's not your turn to attack, but crucially there has to be just the one light on the box, and it has to be yours.
There is a fourth option. I used it a little too often in my fencing career.
What's that? Just get hit? Like a pin cushion. Well, talk about getting hit. Sullivan has let 5 points go, and Balzer has really bossed that first period. That was mal-parried. Yeah. So there was a parry there, but the attack went through.
She was hot.
Well, disappointed twice at these World Championships. She was. It's not often you see an athlete in tears when they've won a silver medal. No. But yeah, she was very, very upset with that. She picked herself back up, but now the same things happen. They're knocked into a match that they didn't want to be in.
Yeah, but they'll be hungry for it. USA, though, like I say, will be really delighted they're here. Run now by Dagmara Wozniak, supported by Marielle Zagunis. Do you remember her? She's all right. She knows a bit about Sabre. So the USA team have not only got bags of talent in a young team, but there is Marielle Zagunis looking on. And crikey, I wouldn't mind her in coaching fencing in this match.
First point on the board for the United States of America, 6-1. Toscane Tori, 22 years old. She's the newbie in the team, if you like, but she's really established herself She's 8th in the world on the world ranking list.
Yeah, you say she's established herself. She is, I'd say she was number 3 in the team. She's not the 4th.
Oh yeah, well yeah, she's compared to BALZER. I talk about the starting lineup.
No, I agree. I know what you were saying, but she is not. She's firmly put herself in the team, and they have a wealth of riches in women's sabre France, and so it's a big deal that Toscane TORI is on in the second leg. Target score of 10 points. USA's Chamberlain is trying to get them back into this, and they'll need to get themselves back on some kind, not level terms necessarily, but back within 3 or 4 hits. You would have thought you can break these team matches into 3 thirds, so the first 3 matches. Everyone's fenced. Get a lead. You go into the second third, the middle of the fight. If you're trailing, the idea is to close the gap down. You don't have to take the lead, just close it down. If you're leading, you build that lead, and then it all goes bonkers in the last 3 in women's sabre as the teams try and get themselves to the target score of 45 points. That final action going through the parry, and TORI Toscane got herself over the line to 10 points.
Yeah, it's all looking good for the French. Toscane TORI will hand over to Sarah NOUTCHA. Nooch, as she's called.
Hey, NOUTCHA.
She's had a fantastic season. Sarah NOUTCHA taking on Sophie LIU, one of the youngsters on the USA team.
Yeah, 19 years old is Sophie LIU, world rank 35.
It's not bad for a 19-year-old.
Yeah. She was 16th in the individual competition.
Excuse me. Can you fix it? Your head.
But she's up against the world rank number 6, Sarah NOUTCHA,
Okay.
who's part of that team that won in Tbilisi.
Al contraatac paré la ripostus. En garde. Prêt. Allez. Al contre-attaque touche. Point. En garde. Prêt. Allez. Al attaque touche. Point.
It is all France.
You ready? Come on. Open eyes. Believe it. Right here.
En garde. Prêt. Allez. Al attaque touche. Point.
It is a rue sans unique,
En garde.
as they would say,
Prêt.
a one-way street.
Al technical touch. Point.
So Nooch steps off the back line there, which
You.
obviously gives a point to her opponent. Liu just making doubly sure by finishing the attack. Didn't give her the full beans though. That would have been a little bit rude.
That was great movement. You gotta trust yourself off the line. Initial preparation, you're ready, let's go.
En garde.
She's got some gumption, hasn't she?
En garde. Prêt. Allez. À l'attaque parée. La riposte touche. Point.
Leach is just so strong in
En
that
garde.
defense. Really
Prêt.
simple power
Allez.
across for her. Yeah.
Preparación
The
parée.
attack from
La
the left,
riposte
even though the
touche.
arm
Point.
looked a little bit far back, there was more intent. Sophia Liu is calling for a video review here. I can kind of understand it, and this is a great feature we've got. The This is what the referees are looking at right now.
That's why it's so grainy.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't have the high definition cameras in this light. But still, you still see enough. So NOUTCHA. The French have started and have started well. It's been all France. Hitting that target score, it's like climbing a ladder. TORI on, Toscane TORI on, and it's Siobhan Sullivan. So a 10-point lead already, and still France march on. No, that one went to Sullivan. I was my bad. Yeah, this could be the comeback. Sullivan, 2 quick points against TORI. So she gets this one. Nice change of line there from Sullivan.
Well, that is exactly what the USA are going to be thinking about here, that they've got to try and score their points against Toscane TORI. Because NOUTCHA and BALZER just that little bit better. It's a young USA team. Like I said, they'd be delighted to be contending for a medal here. But I'm pretty sure the coaching box of Wozniak and Zagunis know this is a big ask. If they were to get a medal at the World Championships, I mean, that would be one of the other massive surprises here in Hong Kong.
Well, they're a young and developing team, and we've seen that before at these World Championships. The youngsters have really come through, and the emerging nations have come through. Not that the United States of America is an emerging nation, but they have a young team.
Yeah, and when you look at the likes of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia getting a medal, this World Championships has opened the door of fencing to the globe. So much so that a crown prince was here presenting the medals last night.
Right, so if Sullivan, any more points that Sullivan scores in this period will be catch-up points. And Toscane TORI, look at that. That's a look of dejection.
She's young as well, though. Let's not forget. Fought her way onto the team. There's a huge amount of pressure that comes with fighting her way onto the French team at the World Championships.
It's the great thing about the scoring system in the team competition is that if someone comes on, particularly in SABRE, and they get on a roll, they can not only catch up the deficit, but then extend and take over the lead, march onto that target score.
20
is the target. Who's going to make it? At this rate, will be the USA, but the trick with SABRE particularly is being able to change tactics.
The logical tactical circle is what they're all playing for here. Marcel has had the beast of it, the meat of it at the moment. Toscane TORI will eventually find her way through. But 8-2, a great run from the USA. Siobhan Sullivan really doing well.
Well, are we going to see a substitution from Team France?
No, I'm not sure the man on Bruno, who we just saw coming in with the spare weapon, is going to come in right at this moment. I mean, maybe later in the match if they need her.
Well, she'll come on for TORI if this goes on.
Yeah, the only one she'll come on for sure.
TORI's down to fence next in the 7th.
Beautiful parry riposte here. Tori thought she had this, but it was blocked out. It was a little bit lucky, but the hand was in the right place for Sullivan. And Tori's saying she hit with the first action. She didn't. She went into the guard.
Attaque de fer de droite, touche à gauche.
Hit stands. You said it was raining outside, which you're right. It's pouring it down, but it's raining inside.
It is dripping. The roof. It's lucky it's not dripping on the piste.
Yeah, that would be very dangerous. I think I just had my second shower of the day. It'd be problematic if that water falls on this equipment in front of us. I'll tell you what, it's raining in the French camp at the moment, that is for sure.
This is a rout. This fourth period.
You said who's going to get to 21st, and when you said, oh, it could be the United States, no. Now? Yes. Siobhan Sullivan right on the back line.
But picks up the right of way. Was that attack right? That is Manon APITHY.
She's been busy here, hasn't she?
She's been running around with
the Olympic champion.
With a little toddler who's...
and when she wasn't with you, she was looking after her child. Yeah, her and Bollard APITHY daughter here, and she's been very busy.
It was a little boy. Boys,
oh, sorry. Yes, did I say daughter? Yes, so young son. Sorry. Yeah. Talking about busy mums, we've got a shot of Marielle Zagunis. She had to negotiate with her family to make sure that she could make it here as well.
Nice parry pass to the back line there, though.
Bit of equipment failure here for the team from the United States of America. We saw this last night as well, the body wire connection to the spool apparatus, which is what basically makes all the lights come up on the scoring apparatus, has malfunctioned. There is Marielle Zagunis. She looks just as intent in the coaching box as she did as an athlete. Dagmara Wozniak in the background.
2 Olympic golds.
First two for women's sabre. The last of the weapons to let the women fence in it. But now, amazingly, fencing is one of, not amazingly, brilliantly, fencing is one of the most gender equal sports in the world. Exactly the same prize money for both male and female fencers here at the World Championships. Over $1 million of prize money.
$1 million.
It's almost as much as you get paid for it.
Yeah, I wish. So scores level. Can Toscane TORI do anything about this rout?
We already checked.
Huge, isn't it? Siobhan Sullivan. 13-3. Wow. There's Jefferson.
And finally, a point for France. And it is Toscane TORI that gets to that elusive 21st, but Well, we'll have to watch because after this leg, BALZER against LIU, that's when they have to make they have to get the substitution in.
Yep, got to make the call one fight in advance.
We'll have a look and see if there's any action in the box.
On guard.
But it's the other way round now.
Red. Ale.
For the USA, they were going on. Toscane TORI for France, they are going to be going after Sophie LIU for sure.
Red. Ale.
LIU though, getting out.
Attack. Pare. Push.
Early start, BALZER levelling things up.
On guard. Red. Ale. Attack. Push.
It's a little bit of anger, Sarah BALZER.
Yeah. Well, it's double disappointment, isn't it? Disappointed with the silver in the individual. She had a big opportunity
Red. Ale.
in the gold medal match. And then
Attack.
disappointed in the semis with the team, and she's the anchor, and it all came down to her.
On guard. Red. Ale. Attack. Pare. Push.
Yeah, it's arguably the toughest match in world sport, isn't it? The bronze medal playoff, because you've come off a disappointing semi and only one opportunity to get a medal.
On guard. Red. Ale.
But BALZER's first attack fell short,
Reprise d'attaque. Push.
but then she picked up a second and gets to that target score. Well, we're going to have a quick look at the...
Yeah, no, they're looking at this one.
So
Can't see that changing. This is the referee feed. This is exactly what the two referees on the right-hand side of your screen are looking at.
So that's from the beginning.
La même
So
chose. Reprise
that
d'attaque.
one misses.
One.
Yeah, but she picks up the right of way straight away.
Yeah.
See, like you said earlier on, if you make miss, which is what happened there for the USA, they ran away, made miss.
Here we go, replay. That,
So she makes
that
miss. So now it's her right of way, but she
two
doesn't
steps
take
back.
it.
2 steps back.
Yeah. Doesn't take the opportunity, and the remise or the renewal of the attack comes from the left-hand side. And like I say, she's looking very hot. Sarah BALZER really hungry and leading this French team for sure.
Thank you.
Sarah NOUTCHA on for France. Chamberlain for the USA. 25-20 the score.
Red. Ale.
30
Attack. Pare.
for this period.
One. On guard.
Set up the blade.
Red. Ale. Al. Attack over. Push. One.
Parry there, I think. Do a parry at all, or did it just go straight through? Attack.
On guard. Red. Ale.
Ah, easy peasy. And here Marielle Zagunis saying start and then just go. So doesn't want her opponent to come off the line.
That's
Red.
Toscane
Ale.
TORI.
Yeah.
That's what it feels like
Attack. Pare.
you had the lead and you get beaten 14-5.
She'll feel some pain. The problem is she's got to come back on.
Well, does she come back on?
It looks like she is going to come back on, to be
Red.
honest with you, at
Ale.
the moment, unless the French are holding their chest.
On guard.
Great to
Red.
see that
Ale.
coaching box from the United States of America. Over the years, we've seen Dagmara Wozniak and
Manon, sorry.
Marielle Zagunis boss the piste in fencing, but seeing them in the camp for this young female team
Attack.
from the United States of America is really
Merci.
encouraging for the sport.
Just going back to the French, Manon was in that semi-final against Hungary. So it's not like she's injured.
Salute.
Brilliant. Well, I think you got it right, Graham. NOUTCHA's coming off.
Yeah, there
TORI
is Toscane.
Toscane staying in the box because
That was a very glum-looking face.
the Olympic champion's on.
Yeah, Manon APITHY is on against Sophie LIU
Liu.
as we're going in to the 7th. This is the final third. This is where
Onga.
the match
Ready.
is
Ali.
won and lost.
Attack.
Brilliant from Sophie LIU. She's got no pressure on her, right? She's got no pressure on her at all. So she's been told to go out there and just go and fence. Don't worry about the scoreline. We're not going to win this one. It's effectively what the coaching staff are saying. So just go and have fun. And that is when they become very, very dangerous. The United States of America.
But Manon APITHY is
Onga.
a very intelligent fencer. She's very good at changing things around, mixing it up. And you would think that even if she was to lose a couple of points here and there, she's going to find a way of getting to that 5-point target.
Well, she's a fencer that's been very open about her development as well, because after the Tokyo Olympic Games in 2021, it was 1 year delayed for reasons that are very well documented. She said, she walked away, a coach said to her, you need to fence for yourself, not worry about the opponent, not worry about what's on the other side of the piece. Use your game, you're a natural talent. And she came out, of course, Paris 2024. In the Grand Palais, we saw exactly what that talent's all about.
Attack de Ferno. Attack push.
And that's a good call from the United States of America. It got the decision overturned. Attack going to Sophie LIU.
Onga. Ready. Ali. Preparación. Attack.
Hesitation in the start of the attack from Manon APITHY. Hard comes back, and there's the attack from the right-hand side.
Onga. Ready. Ali. Preparación para
Brilliant from Manon APITHY. She stepped in and attacked and had the opportunity to score, but she went straight into the guard of Sophie LIU.
They're just a bit unlucky, they chose the wrong line. And look at this, 5 points to LIU. Catch-up time again for Team USA.
So that's the fencer she replaced. And I don't want to say that Tori's sort of all of a sudden smiling, but she's almost, there's a little relief in her face. Replacement, albeit an Olympic champion, is getting a bit of a lesson at the moment.
Oh, parry post.
Lucky,
Yeah, maybe.
great parry. And look at the smile on Zagunis' face. The parry was great. The hit was a bit lucky because she actually hit before.
Yeah, it was that flick up.
Yeah. She out the way around. Thinking time for Manon Brunei. Do we say Manon Brunei? Manon APITHY?
You have Manon APITHY now. She's kind of dropping her maiden name, slowly being phased out. So 35 is the target score for this leg.
First point for Brunei, for APITHY, Manon, the French fencer. just want to know here is the release of the attack that goes through. And it must have been so quick that he blocked out the timing from APITHY. So APITHY steps into the middle, misses, but this time LIU did not seize the opportunity.
That one I think was a bit fortunate for APITHY there.
Yeah, LIU going into the block line, the closed line, became an easy riposte.
Beat attack from APITHY. Still her right of way, but attacking into that closed line again.
Yes, they can't quite believe this, but I think the tactics from Baga, Wozniak and Mariel Zagunis have been absolutely spot on. They said to Sophie LIU before she came out for this fight, we've lost it. Don't worry about it, go offense. And it's worked brilliantly. Even if APITHY was to get them out of this 32, it's been a brilliant leg from Sophie LIU. And all of a sudden, the USA box is looking up and ready for the fight. Attack right.
APITHY trying to go in eyes open there. So going into the middle, just waiting to see, looking for the parry.
And she threw her parry way too early. LIU was ready for it. She kept her eyes open on the upcoming attack and launched her final action to the flank, which is what got her the hit. And one back from APITHY. But whatever, like I say, whatever happens now, Sophie LIU's put the USA right back in this match.
Yeah, for sure. Well, just like Sullivan did in the fourth. Against Toscane TORI. You can see there. LIU is doing the same to APITHY. So
Manon. Manon. Manon.
Right here, let's lock it down.
Manon.
it's either going to be a slender lead for France like it was in the fourth, when TORI managed to get out of that drubbing.
Oh, Graham, you obviously doing a wonderful job, but yes, you looked away then. We got a shot of Manon Brunet, and she looked like she was crying. The emotion has got to her here, because she's been brought in as the sub. She's the Olympic champion. The pressure on her is immense. She's been running around like a mum. Look at her. Got a feel for Manon APITHY here. She just doesn't know her way through. It means so much to her, this French team. Does she steal the hit there? She does. Yeah. And that will perhaps give her some relief. Nobody likes to see it. I love emotion on the piste. I love it. But this was despair, and I don't love that.
So both Toscane TORI and Manon APITHY getting a complete drubbing by this young American team.
She's been brought TORI out, and she got hammered. Got them over the line though.
Well, by 1 point, but it's game on. We're into the eighth. NOUTCHA on for France, and America with the wind in their sails. They've levelled the score.
So this is now all about the. It's appetite from the USA. Siobhan Sullivan scoring the first hit in this eighth leg. Yellow card potentially coming out for Sarah NOUTCHA.
Yes, it is.
But NOUTCHA and BALZER, I still fancy the French team for this one.
Ale.
Well, you say that.
Atac contra atac Touchement.
If it comes down to another 44 all with BALZER in the final leg
Pre. Ale.
against Maia Chamberlain, the way things are going, I'm not sure if BALZER has the
Al contra atac.
has the psychology for it right now.
Well, we'll find out. But I'm gonna bank on the fact that NOUTCHA is having the most incredible season, and BALZER is perhaps in the form of her life. And
Ongar.
I mean that
Pre.
with the greatest respect, given the fact that she's the Olympic silver medalist. I think she's fencing better now than when she won that Olympic silver medal.
But if the Team USA can keep this close, they've got the momentum.
Yeah.
I think
Pre.
that the pressure will be too much for the French. I think the French will lose this.
Well, the audience are probably fully aware of our commentator's sweepstake, which you have won hands down, so much so that I've given up. But I'm prepared to bet the €3 that we've put in the sweepstake that I think France are going to do this.
Yeah. And if they do, that actually gives me a point on the.
And that's what's all important here, isn't it? No, it's super tight, that is for sure. And USA have got... There's no one that put USA on the podium in the women's sabre.
That is true.
They have put themselves in an amazing position. Tried the sky hook there, Siobhan Sullivan. And NOUTCHA's attack that went through, it was her right of way. Here's the sky hook over the top, but it's that hit you're talking about stealing. You can only steal it if you don't get hit yourself.
Yeah, one light on the box. If NOUTCHA can get this one, then France could win this. Doesn't.
Sophie looking on, and they all of a sudden starting to believe this is possible.
Ongar. Pre. Ale. Al atac no remis touche.
So 40, the target score has been reached, but it's only a 2-point lead. And if BALZER comes on here and doesn't get a march early, then USA could really put the pressure on the French team. The world champions from last year. They may not place on the podium.
USA occupying territory that really isn't theirs at the moment.
On guard. Red. Ale.
Ooh, take left.
Yeah, easy peasy for Sarah BALZER. You said she needs to get off to the greatest start, and look at the change of feeling in the French box. So we just saw Tori there smiling, and she was almost in tears earlier on.
Ale.
Take left.
BALZER's got this, isn't she? She's not going to let Chamberlain in.
You would think that was what she needed. The first 2 points. It's taken the pressure off. It's changed the momentum around. Back to the French team.
On guard. Red. Ale.
That time, BALZER seems to stop, but the point has gone to.
Yeah, so BALZER steps in here. She stops, draws the attack, but the attack misses. It was actually Chamberlain's right of way, but she went on the bottom. There was that was an unforced error, as they say in tennis.
Long attack from BALZER. Could she finish it off? Yes, she can.
The thing is, that wasn't the long attack that landed. She stopped. Watch, BALZER stops here, draws the attack, and does parry riposte.
Yeah.
That's the longest second intention hit I think I've ever seen in the world of fencing.
On
way.
Red. Ale. Attack. No. Merci. Attack.
One back for Chamberlain. Attack from BALZER fell short.
On guard. Red. Ale. Attack for
Keep out
No.
for
Attack.
Team America.
Mask, please.
Look at this beauty of a parry riposte. It was a parry riposte all in one go. Balzer can't quite believe it. This is still the French
On guard.
team's bronze medal though.
Red. Ale.
And after disappointment in the individual competition,
One.
when she failed to get that gold, and
Salute.
a couple of wobbly moments in this bronze medal match, the team from France have claimed victory.
Close your jackets, please.
Both Manon APITHY and Toscane TORI very relieved that both Sarah Balzer and Sarah NOUTCHA could get them across the line.
Yeah, they were the two that were on fire, weren't they? Balzer, the one that now seems to have moved into the boss position. Manon APITHY has slightly recovered from that emotional moment, but it wasn't an easy battle for the USA.